And goddamn, does early Marvel slap. Holy shit. I forget how good some of these movies are. Because in my head, I'm like, oh, Captain America is just like a war movie, right? Nah, there's some good beats in there. There's some really good scenes. Like the way the movies are built up. Like early Marvel is crazy good. In the past month, we've watched, like, we started with the Spider-Mans and then we watched Captain America. And then this weekend, we watched the first Avengers movie. Oh, that one is, ooh. We watched the first Avengers movie, and then on Sunday we did Thor 2, Dark World. It's not the best Thor, but I think it's got its charm. I have to rewatch the MCU for about 100th time. It's good. It's good. And Hulk smash. I mean, like, yeah, we make fun of Marvel, right? But if you go back to early MCU movies, it's not like blatant quipping. They're never. I don't even think they even say the words, he's right behind me, isn't he? You know, like the one quip that we fucking make fun of Marvel for all the time right now, like on TikTok especially, we're like, he's right behind me, isn't he? You know, it's shit like that. Like the later quips that are so blatantly bad. We're like, oh, that's crazy. Good thing I like crazy. You know, like, no, the early quips were actually like pretty good because they integrate it really well and they play it off. Whereas later clips, like the camera would freeze, zoom in on the character, and you swear to God that they would look at the camera and say the goddamn line. Like they would deliver the line while looking at the camera, even though it's not true. But the later lines just feel so jarring. Or like they have tropes like, get in, I have no time to explain. And then they sit in silence the whole ride, you know, stuff like that. But early Marvel, like the beats are good. You know, like there's good lines in there. There's good moments. I debated her in Thor Dark World. She asked if Loki dies for real, and I just started crying. I actually produced tears. But the reason I teared up is because Chris Hemsworth's acting and Tom Hiddleston's like acting was so good, right? So I absorbed the moment, and I was tearing up, and I didn't answer her. I didn't lie to her. I just didn't answer her. She asked if Loki dies, like for real, and I just started crying. So then she started crying. Oh, I felt so bad. But I didn't want to, like, I'm like a big stickler on like spoilers. I try not to spoil things for people. So I didn't say anything. So she tanked like the rest of the second Thor, thinking that Loki died. And then they showed the scene where like he illusioned out because, you know, he's Loki, right? But damn. Also, if you haven't watched Dark World by now and I just spoiled it, like some parts of it's still good. Even if somehow you still haven't seen the second Thor by now. I feel like if you haven't watched MCU and you intend on watching it, you should have seen it by now. I don't know. Someone's gonna spoil something, but that thing's like, what? How? Dark World. When did Dark World come out? Dark World Thor came out in 2013. If you haven't seen it in like 12 years, I think like 5 years is like good. If you know what, 2 years is good. I think if you haven't seen a movie in 2 years, if you're not explicitly telling me that you haven't seen it and you don't want me to spoil it, I'm going to be spoiling things that are older than like 2 or 3 years old. Just because like I'm kind of like talking about it. Like I do the same thing to you guys, right? Like if we're talking about something, I'm like, wait, I haven't seen it, don't spoil it, you know? Same thing. Like if I'm talking about something and you're like, wait, I haven't seen it, and you really haven't seen it, I'll be like, oh, I'll try to like avoid it. But yeah. Anyway, so yeah, we've been watching a lot of MCU. Oh man, it's good. We're watching like MCU, watching like Freyrin. It's good stuff, man. Early MCU is good, and to have someone go through it for the first time, to be with them as they're going through it, and you get to explain everything. Oh, it feels so good, man. I know everything. Oh man. What Marvel movies you saw? So Phase 5 is when I kind of stopped after Ant-Man. It was like the latest. Was it Quantumanium? Ant-Man Quantum. I think that's when I stopped. Yeah, Quantumanium's when I stopped. Like that just like I felt like I was kind of done with Marvel. when Ant-Man Quantumanium dropped. I didn't watch Secret War. I think it was a combination of, oh, now I have to catch up on Secret War, and then I have to watch Quantumanium. I watched Quantumanium, and I'm like, oh, I'm kind of good. I don't know. It felt like a drag, and then you had like the main bad guy arrested in real life, so now they have to like work around that. Oh, I didn't even see the new Captain America movie. I did not see that. So I'm kind of just reliving the good old days. Captain America: Brave New World. Such. I mean, I haven't seen it, so I can't say. But I feel like any new age Marvel, it just doesn't have the charm, right? And now they're bringing back Robert Downey Jr. to play another character. It feels weird. Feels weird. Quantumania actually good. I like it. I'm not saying it's like awful. It's just, to me, it felt like a drag. There were like good bits. There's like good parts, and if you really enjoy the Ant-Man character and you like enjoy that cast, then yeah, I can see you enjoying that movie. Kang, the Kang character was great in that, you know. But to me, I think it was between that and Secret War. I was kind of marveled out. Because I watched all seasons of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. except the last one. I watched like the Winter Soldier TV show. I watched like so many Marvel TV shows. I watched Agent Peggy. Like, I was a big Marvel head, and then eventually I just said like, I'm good. Felt like watching a bad version of Spy Kids. Yeah, I mean, if you're comparing things to Spy Kids, everything's a bad version of Spy Kids, right? Spy Kids is goated. Are you watching new Daredevil? Nah, I'm kind of like just going through old MCU now. There's nothing in new MCU kind of hypes me. I don't know. Like the Fantastic Four trailer dropped, and I'm like, I'm good. I'm kind of good. There will always be new stuff, right? And the good thing is, as more MCU comes out, I could just watch like a whole phase at once, right? I could just binge the whole phase. I'm not in no rush, because I think like not that many people are into it, so the spoiler culture kind of died down. Whereas in Solo Leveling and like even Demon Slayer, like you can't avoid spoilers. It's crazy. You log on to TikTok, you just get blasted with this character dies, that character dies, and I'm like, whoa, oh. Paul's being hyped after Witch and Doctor Strange. I enjoyed that Doctor Strange. That one I kind of enjoyed. I had my nerd moments when they were introducing like different casts, a lot of the characters. And I also watched WandaVision. So I enjoyed WandaVision a lot. So that probably made me enjoy the third Doctor Strange a lot more. But I did not watch Agatha. I haven't watched Agatha. After I don't get the hype. The buildup of the universe, like going back and like watching the first Avengers, right? Like it was all these individual movies that were pretty good by themselves. I think the problem with like new Marvel is like the individual movies don't stand alone very well. They rely so heavily on the universe to carry them. And the old movies, it was good movies first, connected to a universe second. Now it's like it's all about the universe, and the movie is just like one part of it, right? It doesn't feel like it's isolated. It doesn't feel whether it is or not, it just doesn't feel it. And I think they just kind of lost the magic. And part of it is just they released too much content too quickly. I watched WandaVision, but not Agatha. Same. I watched WandaVision, but not Agatha. I don't really care to watch Agatha at the moment. Like I'm watching other stuff. Like I started Pantheon, the Western cartoon show about the uploaded intelligence. That one's pretty good. Might start Severance. I know a lot of people are hyping up Severance, even though I kind of like got spoiled on some things. But there's some good actors in there that I'm down to check it out for. How about to do live X-Men with Refresh, but nope. They bought so Marvel bought X-Men back from Fox, right? Because I know so the original reason that the MCU started with Tony Stark instead of Spider-Man was because they sold Spider-Man to Sony. They sold X-Men to Fox. Those were their two biggest like superhero franchises. But they eventually bought X-Men back from Fox, but they still do not own Spider-Man from Sony. They did a collaboration for Tom Holland to be able to join the MCU, but I think Sony still owns Spider-Man at this point. Curious about Loki series? Oh, I kind of want to watch the second one. But at this rate, I might as well just watch the first season with my favorite person and then watch season 2 Loki with her. Like, I'm not in a rush anymore. Like, I'm not in a rush to do anything. I'm kind of chilling. There's so much out there. They have to cover a lot now since the universe getting larger. Yeah. They did the whole multiverse thing after Phase 4. So it's like, but then it's like, where's Shang-Chi 2, man? Shang-Chi was so good. I love Shang-Chi. My mom likes Shang-Chi. Yeah, look, I saw the first season of Loki. Really good. Really good. Who's the guy that goes, wow. He's the main the white police guy. Actor that goes, wow. Owen Wilson. Dude, Owen Wilson was great. Yeah. You guys knew who I was talking about, right? Like, he goes, wow. Yeah. He's great. Like, I like his character a lot. And he kills it when, like, he's just a classic movie guy. You know? He's just a good actor. Good actor guy. The Loki cast is also really good. Like, those, like, that gave me hope for Phase 5, but then, like, I don't know, something about Quantumanium just, like, turned me off. Oh, it was Thor 4. I watched that shit and I was groaning like half the movie. I'm not gonna exaggerate and be like it was awful. Like, it was fine. It was like a very Thor plotline, right? For Thor 4. But God, they were firing jokes rapid fire, man. At some point, I kind of just wanted them to not talk for like 20 minutes and just do stuff in the movie. I don't know. Thor 4 was like also like, it was like going into Thor 4, Love and Thunder, into Quantumanium. I don't think anyone would have survived. I think Thor 4 in the Quantumanium is kind of like trying to binge all of Produce 101 in a day. You know what I mean? It's just too much. It's just too much. In the comics, the villain was, you know, they got Christian Bale to be the villain. How could you fuck that up? Christian Bale was the villain. Like, the casting was on point. The character was on point. The plot was like kind of good. But then, god damn. If Christian Bale, like, I wouldn't go as far as to say he saved that movie, but he was really good. He made his character. Like, his acting, like, he did his best. But for me, it was like a combination of small things, you know? I was just tired out. It's like how a lot of people on this planet aren't meant to play 60,000 hours of League of Legends. I'm just not meant to watch that many comic book movies. That's all. Taika Waititi really... He did well in Ragnarok, but I think what he did was he made a good movie that ultimately annihilated the MCU. Because now everyone's trying to make Thor Ragnarok. And you can't do that. Like, other movies have their charm. And they need to find, like, their specific thing. But you can't just Thor Ragnarok every movie, you know? I don't know this one. Na 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 na, ooh la la la, ooh la la la, ooh mega, oh, I wanna make you call me señor.